I think in the past I would have probably told someone like, don't put yourself in the friend zone. I would have been like, if you're too nice, like you're gonna get in the friend zone. I'm sure I've said something like that to you. But now I actually think that if you like a girl, that the best way to like approach a successful relationship is to be friends first.
Absolutely.
Because if like, I mean, I feel like it's like impossible to take away the attraction. Like you're never gonna solely see someone 100% for their soul and like have no influence of how they look. But I feel like if you think a girl is attractive, like you should go in with the mindset of like, let me be this girl's friend first.
Yeah.
Because if it's meant to be, then like I feel like the
transition would be easier.
You'll take off way more pressure. Like if you're thinking like, oh, I want to make this romantic. Well, first of all, you're putting a ton of pressure on you.
Exactly. Yeah.
But second of all, you're limiting your ability to be yourself because you're like, well, like you'll be fine just being a friend. But if you're like, I have to make this into a romantic relationship, well, then you have to like play a persona.
Yeah.
And so it's like, if like you approaching a friend as a friend isn't gonna make you or her any less physically attractive to each other. Like you still look the same.
Yeah.
And actually, then if you do have a spark, if you are good friends, like I feel like it will set you up for a better relation.
I totally agree. I think being friends with somebody first, especially if you're looking to create a relationship out of it, is like, it just makes things so much easier, and it makes you like, you just feel a connection with that person even more, because then once you're past that awkward stage, like I said, it was still a little bit awkward.
Yeah,
Clear, but like I was past the awkward stage of like going up and talking to this girl at outside of a party, or like if I saw her someplace, like I wasn't nervous. I wasn't like, you know, it made it easier because she was my friend. So it was like, and obviously there was some nerves there too, because like but I think being friends with somebody first and then translating that into a relationship is the best way to do it, because then you're not hopping into a relationship like on a whim almost.
Do you remember in high school when, and I guess this even happens in college a little bit, where like a girl would message you and your boys are like, well, wait 3 days.
Dude, I hate that.
Wait 3 days and then respond.
I'm literally the first to say, like, if anybody, like, oh, you seem too desperate. Like, oh, if I like this girl, like, I'm gonna text her back.
Yeah.
And like, what's kind of funny about this, and this is when me and Claire were first like texting and stuff, like unintentionally we would text each other like once a day. And I was like, I hope this girl doesn't think that I'm trying to be like this way. Yeah. And then I was like, I don't think she's trying to be like this way. And then when I talked to her after, she's like, no, like my phone was just so jacked up for all of break, and like I wasn't on my phone. And I'm like, dude, I wasn't on my phone either. So it's just kind of funny that happened. But like, I hate it. I literally think that that's like one of the dumbest things. Like, so you're gonna like not respond for like hours, or you're not desperate. Like, I want to talk to this person.
The thing is too, it's like, you don't want to create a relationship. Basically, you're like trying to trick them into like being with you. You're like, oh, if I send a text for if I wait 3 days to send a text, well, then she's going to think I'm not thinking about her.
Yeah.
And that's going to make her want me more.
Exactly.
But like, do you want someone to want you just because you're not showing them attention? Or do you want them to want you because they're having so much fun around you?
Yeah. Do you want them to like you based off of you?
I always tell people, like, if there's any like really like, I mean, this isn't like great advice because I don't feel like it doesn't help people that much, but if there is any one baseline advice, it's just like, make sure that they have fun with you.
Exactly,
like, bro, if you're having fun every time you're together and they find you attractive at all, then like I feel like you're good.
Yeah. That's the best way to do it. And it's like, you want to make yourself memorable in that instance, and it's not going to be from not texting somebody, in my opinion, you know? They're going to be memorable as like, oh, that person like hasn't texted me.
And it's just memorable and like, oh, and then you just become like an achievement. It's like, oh, I just want to get their attention.
Yeah.
And like, me and you are both not about like the one night stands. No. That's like a one night stand thing. Exactly. It's like, I want to win them into my bed. It's like, oh, okay. No. Congrats, but that's weird.
Win you into my bed.
That's like literally what it is. They try to win you into the bed, bro.